Hey guys, it's your girl Linnee from InnerBeautyOut, and today we're doing a foundation review on the new MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation, and I just will get right into it. So basically, I actually picked up the shade in NC50, and I also have the shade NW45, and initially when I first came out, I had the NW45, and it ran a little darker than I thought it would because it does oxidize, and it ran a little bit darker for my skin than I initially expected it would. But for the most part, I went back in and I thought that, you know, initially looking at NC50, that it would be a little too light for me because it seemed to match my hand more than it matched my face, and my hand is lighter than my face. And I really just wanted something that really blended well into my neck, because my neck actually has it's a little bit more yellow toned than my face, and I just always seem to either make my face a little bit more bronzier than my neck, and so I have to blend it all the way down. Like, it's just complicated, right? And who has time for that? So I thought, okay, instead of going darker, I'll go lighter, and then I can bronze, and that way it won't be too light where it makes me ashy, and I can just kind of work it out. So I've been using the NC50, and the actual finish of the foundation is actually really nice. It's very light, I can say, and it comes off a little bit of a luminous glow initially, but it is a matte finish. I think that this would work out for just about anyone who is of oily skin or a combination of the two. A lot of people have talked great things or said a lot of great things about this MAC waterproof foundation. My struggle, I guess, with the foundation was as far as the pros and cons go. Yes, it's very full coverage, and you'll notice in my video that I didn't even need to spot conceal. I just kind of went over some spots and you know, did my regular foundation routine, and it worked out really well. So it is very I guess buildable coverage, but it's full coverage. It's not the traditional, I wouldn't say it's even medium. I think it's a pretty good full coverage foundation. So for the most part, my nay or con to this foundation is that although it says it's really waterproof, I've been having the weirdest time this year. I don't know what it is with my eyes. Lately it's been extra super sensitive, and it's been to the point where I really get frustrated because I'll step outside and the wind just blows into my eyes, and then I'll start to tear, or my eye will just tear up a little bit, but it'll tear up right in the inner corners, and what will happen there is it'll pretty much take away whatever foundation is in that inner tear of my eye. And I'm like, you know, looking around, looking like I got a black spot right underneath my eyes, and who wants that? You know what I mean? So I thought that it being waterproof would have helped in that sense of just being a little bit more durable. So I haven't found the sense in doing that. And this is after applying foundation, applying concealer, setting my face, the whole nine. I apply moisturizer, like eye cream, things like that. And for some reason, I still have that, you know, separation whenever my eye, it's not waterproof is what I'm saying, right where the eye is, because it just takes away, it just goes away. So I tried a different method today in my tutorial, which is adding a different primer, and this is a mattifying primer underneath my eyes, and hopefully you know, that could kind of change things, because it's a brand new primer that I'm trying out. It's a Black Radiance primer, and it feels awesome underneath this foundation. I just feel like my face looks bomb right now. Are you supposed to say that? But yeah, I just feel that way because it was a very nice came out really nice. So yeah, so basically this is the foundation that I have been using for some time now. I've tried mixing it NC50 and the NW45, and it's still a little bit too dark, so I just go with the NC50. So if you are my complexion, and I usually go with a 7.5 in Match Master, especially during the winter months, because I do get lighter. Obviously everyone gets lighter, but so for the most part, if you're a 7.5 in the winter months, then I would just say, or not even a 7.5, because 7.5 is a little dark too. I would say between a 7 and a 7.5 in Match Master. yeah, so then you would probably be an NC50. There's not really an in-between shade. More than likely you could just go a shade, you know, do that shade lighter, which is an NC50, and then, you know, kind of go and bronze it down. Or just bring down the foundation to your neck and let it blend out and make it do like a you know, a gradient effect. However you feel like it makes sense for you. So now let's talk about the price point. I'll add the pricing because I'm not, you know, really clear in my mind as to how much they are off the top of my head. So the Match Master itself has a 35 milliliter or 1.2 fluid ounces in this bottle. And you're hitting about close to $30 for this size bottle, which is a good amount. I feel like this will last you a very long time. However, sometimes it's hard to get that last itty bitty drop, and you can't really clear out the containers as you would like to without altering the actual foundation by, like, let's say if you were to put it in the microwave to melt it down, that kind of alters that. So you don't want to do all that. That's just too much anyway. But that's the only downfall with having to use a tube, a glass tube. And then there's the Pro Longwear waterproof foundation, which is a 25 ml, 0.84 fluid ounces. Now there's a huge difference here in terms of the amount of product that you receive. However, you're gonna probably end up getting every bit of drop that is in here. One. Second, more than likely, I believe that this is actually, hopefully you won't be needing a lot of product. I didn't feel like I need that much product to cover my face. So being that this is more medium to full coverage and this is straight on full coverage, you don't necessarily need as much of this to, you know, get your face done if you are really trying to be a flawless beat face type of girl, you know. So this would work out in that sense. The price point in this, I still think this is a little bit higher or more expensive by just a few dollars in terms of which one costs more. So I'll definitely include that on this end. I'll put the price for how much this costs, and then I'll put the price for how much this costs. So you can make the determining factor for yourself. However, I do feel that it works really nicely. I think it actually kind of reminds me a little bit of the Makeup Forever matte velvet foundation, and the reason I say that is you know, you can still see skin, like it's full coverage but you still see skin and it's light, and I just feel like it's a nice coverage that still looks realistic, like you don't look like you're a cake. So overall, those are my reviews on that. Would I purchase it again? I don't know. I feel like with my kit and the things that I'm doing, I feel like I would probably run through this a lot quicker. And so I feel like if anything, if I'm using this, I would probably go for the Match Master. I would still stick with my Match Master. But if you want to try something different and something new, then I would suggest going for the Longwear, the waterproof Longwear. I've heard people say that they've gone to the gym with this and, you know, I don't know, I wouldn't go to the gym with foundation on, but they've gone and worked out in the gym with foundation on and their foundation was still in place. The way that I sweat, the way that my body is set up, I don't know if that would really happen. I haven't tried it where I ran out and then you know, sweated or whatever, and it hasn't really been that seriously hot to be able to determine whether it, like, maybe during the summer I probably would have had a better opportunity to test out the heat, but it's pretty nice. I can't complain. I'm talking about just full-on coverage. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. Definitely leave a comment below. Tell me what you think, what your favorite MAC foundation is. What are you currently using? It doesn't even have to be a MAC foundation, but for the most part, what are your favorite foundations? Because I'm out to really try some new things, whether it may be drugstore or not. Nothing can really replace my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation because it's just bomb. So now 7.5 is going to be a lot darker for me. 7.5. Why do I keep saying 7.5? The 12 Cocoa, which is the last shade in the L'Oreal foundation, is going to be a lot darker for me now that we're going into the cooler months. So I'll probably have to get the shade up and then mix the two because I'm sure the shade up will be a little bit way too light. So we'll see. I'll let you know if I have an updated review on that, and I will, well, an updated foundation tutorial I'll put together and let you guys know. So give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and, well, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.